How to start Shopify. So in this video, I want to guide you step by step on how to exactly start Shopify. So let's start. So one of the first things you will need to do, of course, is have a Shopify account. Now, if you don't have one, no worries. You can actually click the link in the description below to get started and where you'll be able to start using Shopify for 3 days for free and then continue using Shopify for $1 a month for the next 3 months. Alright, so once you create an account using the link in the description below, right, you're gonna access your admin dashboard. It's gonna look something like this, what you're looking at right now on my screen. Alright, so one of the first things you will need to do once you log in, right, is add products, right, to start selling on Shopify, right? So to add a product, you're gonna go on the left here and select products. So once you selected products, right, you're gonna select add product right here. So now this page will allow you to add a single product to your Shopify store. So let's go ahead and add one right now. So I'm gonna call this one men's stainless steel watch, right? And then from here, I'm going to just copy paste the title and add a description using Sidekick, which is the AI tool inside of Shopify. So you have unlimited access to this. All right, so now we have a simple description, right? If I was, if this was like a real store, I'll probably just go ahead and like make some changes to it so that it just feels a lot more elegant, right? Since I am selling a watch. Next, we're gonna go ahead and upload media to our product page. So to do this, you can either go ahead and upload new, or you could go ahead and select existing. I'm gonna go ahead and select existing. All right, select existing, there we go. So here you can see I have a few watch images, right? And if you don't have any images to upload for some reason, no worries, you can actually use the AI tool that Shopify provides you to create an image as well for your Shopify store. So let's go ahead and add this one for now. And there we go, we added it. So since I am selling an expensive watch for my store, right, we're gonna go ahead and make this really expensive and make it $400, right? You do have the option to add compared to price. So this will just show as a sale. So it'll cross out, let's say the watch originally costed 800, it'll have 800 crossed out and it'll show sale. But because this is an elegant product, we're not gonna add any sales. We're just gonna have it $400. And then I'm gonna have limited quantities right on this, so only 10 watches. And for the shipping, I'll wanna go ahead and just update the product weight, right? Just so that Shopify knows how much exactly to charge a customer when they purchase the watch. Now, if I was selling like clothing, right, or other products that are different in sizes and colors, then I would have gone ahead and add variants as well from here. But because we're not doing that, since I'm just selling, a watch, right? And there's no customization, it's just that watch, then I'm not gonna do any variants right now. And from here, you just wanna go ahead and just review the search engine listing, right? Just to see if it looks really good. Excuse me. And so we can see here, it looks really nice, right? In my description, the URL handle looks good. And I'm just gonna make sure to customize the publishing channels. By default, it's turned on, every single one of them, but I'm gonna just turn off some and just only have online store. Right, and we can go ahead and see that now it's only the online store that has it. And we're gonna go ahead and save. All right, we just added our very first product to our Shopify store. So one of the next things, once you're able to add your product right to your Shopify store, right, is to go ahead and customize your online store, which is probably one of the fun things to do on Shopify when you're setting up when you're starting out your store, right? So to do this, you're gonna click on the left here, select online store. So by default, Shopify provides you the default theme called Horizon. You could go ahead and use that theme if you want it, right? Or you could also use AI generated themes that Shopify will create for you, the AI, or you can review other themes, right, by going to the theme store, and you'll be able to click and review, great themes. So if you want to use paid themes, and what a benefit on this is that you can actually view demo. so you can see how it looks and feels right before you purchase an item, the theme, sorry, right? And so it's just a great way just to explore before, if you are going to spend money on a theme. So for this video, I'm just going to just go ahead and click a free theme. I'm going to go ahead and select a theme that looks really nice and elegant, right? So we're going to choose this one, the Dwell. Dwell. Yeah, we're going to choose Dwell. So we're going to just go back here and then just click try theme. And now it's adding the theme to our Shopify store. All right, so now it's added, right? And you'll now, whenever you add a new theme, you'll now see it show up under draft themes. What this means is only that, it's in draft and it's not published. So that means you can make any changes to this theme and it will not affect your main theme that is live that your customers are seeing right now, not until you hit publish. So let's go ahead and make some changes to our Dwell theme now that's installed in our Shopify store. So to do this, you're going to go ahead and select edit theme. So once you click edit theme, it will open up the theme editor inside of your Shopify store. So it does look a little bit scary for the first time, but it's actually very easy to navigate, and which is a great benefit for many of us. So to make changes, right, you'll see that I'm hovering over certain sections inside the theme, right? So if I want to make changes to, like, let's say the hero, right, I know I'm going to be able to make changes because it's highlighted in this blue circle box, right? And you're going to want to go ahead and just click it. And now you're able to customize it. So like changing the image, right? And on the right here, you'll be able to see all the changes you'll be able to make to the hero section of the theme. So let's go ahead and add a image to it. We're gonna just add this one right here. And there we go, we added our image. So the next thing, if you wanna customize the text, right? All right, and to customize the text on your online store, right, is all you need to do is just select right here, and then you'll have the option right here to customize the text, right? You'll be able to see, and so we could change something like our newest watch, right? And there we go. And then you can also make changes like to the button, right? So where you want customers to go when they select the shop now option. So for this option, we're going to just take them directly to our products page. And there we go. We just added it. And then you have an option to open a new link, right? I'm not going to do that. And we're going to just go ahead and click save. So we're going to just make some more quick changes to the online store, just so that it looks nice and elegant. So we're going to remove the sale option here. We're going to remove this as well. We're going to remove this. Remove section. And we're going to just remove this as well. We're going to remove the accessories. And we're just making a lot of nice changes to make it a lot more. Why is it always hiding? There we go. So we cut it down to a lot now. And one of the things that I really like to do is add a section where your customers will be able to get a closer look at the product. So we could just select product, and then we're going to select product hotspots. And we're going to just select the product here of the image. There you go. And then you select these, you click on these little buttons, and we're going to select a product here. We're going to remove this one. We only want one. And there we go. So now when we hover over, customers will be able to select this and quickly select the product and be taken to the products page. So we're going to just click save. So this looks a lot more better, right? A lot more cleaner. Right, I'll of course make some changes, maybe add a nice quote or a nice text here, right? And just make some changes to the footer. But other than that, it looks really nice. So one of the next things you'll want to do now is add pages, because right now customers can only have access the home and contact us. So let's say they want to learn more about you, so about the store, sorry. Then you want to have an about us page. You might want to have a frequently asked questions page, and so on. So we're gonna go ahead and add some pages. So to do this, you're gonna just click in the back button, click exit, and you're gonna select pages under online store. So when you click pages, right, you'll have the option now to add a page on the top right. So you want to select add page, and then from here you'll be able to select and add, an about us page, right? You just want to make sure it's visible so that you can add it to your main menu. So visible, and then you can add another page. Oops, you want to add another page where it's going to be, create another page. We're going to add some frequently asked questions, visible again, and save, right? And this will allow you to now add these pages to your main menu. To do this, you're going to select content, and then you're going to select menus. So in menus, you're going to select main menu. And from here, you'll be able to add other menus. So we're going to add a product page, sorry. So select, and we're going to select watch. We're going to select the products and the product that we want them to go to, and about us. Again, pages for this one, and here it is, about us. Right, and then you could just move this around to make it look nice. Right, and then just click save. And there you go, you added pages to your main menu. So if you go to your online store now, you should see the menu. Right, there it is. Watch, about us, contact us. Super easy, and which is why I like using Shopify for this. Alright, so one of the next things you want to do after we customized your online store, right, and added pages to your store, the next thing you're going to want to do is go to settings. So to do this, go on the bottom left, click settings, and we're going to go ahead and set up Shopify payments. Payments right here. Now, if for some reason Shopify payments is not available in your region, you can still use other payment gateways that are supported in your region. But if you have Shopify payments available, you could go ahead and select complete setup, which will guide you through a quick onboarding where you'll have to validate your identity, right? See if you're individual or are your business that a corp, right, etc. Right? And then you'll be able to also add your additional payment providers, right? So if you have a PayPal account, you want customers to, maybe check on PayPal, give them different options on how they can purchase from you, then you can set this up as well. So once you're able to set up your payments, right, which will allow you to get paid, right, you want to go ahead and select shipping delivery. You just want to make sure if you're selling physical products, right, to have your shipping rate set up properly. To do this, you're going to select general profile, and then from here you'll be able to customize your shipping rates so that Shopify knows how much to charge your customer at checkout, right? And so as you can see right here, to start selling the United States, including the market. So right now, I didn't add United States to my market, right? So that means that customers from the US will not be able to check out from my store, right? But let's say a Canadian customer locates my store, they will be able to check out because I have my shipping rate set up right here, right? So they'll be charged $75 if orders are up. $75 free for, oh no, they are free for orders, right? And then I would have to just make sure I edit the shipping option so that they are not charged, right? So let's say it's zero, actually, it's free. Free minimum orders. I guess it's $75. I still have to include the price just so that Shopify knows on how much I should not, how much. All right. And so that's pretty much it on setting up your shipping rates, right? Again, you just want to make sure you have this set up correctly so that customers are able to check out properly. If you guys have any questions on this, you can always just comment down below and I'll be happy to help. So one of the last things you want to do is go ahead to your domains and add a custom domain to your online store. Right now, my store will show up like this, but this does not look really nice, right? It does not look professional. So if it was on my, if I was adding a custom domain, right, I'll go somewhere like Hostinger, right? I'll have the link for them in the description below so you guys go check them out. So I'll buy a domain here, right? Because it's cheaper the first year, right? So like almost for free, I'll get a .com domain, and after that, it will renew for $20 a year after that. Because if I buy one directly from Shopify, right, it's gonna cost me at least $20 for the first year. And and if I'm just starting out my business, I want to make it as cheap as possible for myself, right, for the first year. So as you can see here, right, it's gonna cost, if I buy a .store, right, the first year is gonna be $10 USD. But if I buy one from Hostinger with .store, it's gonna cost me $1, a lot more cheaper for the first year. And after that, it will renew for $55 a year, right? And Shopify will renew for about $52 a year, so a little bit cheaper on the renewal. But first year, it'll be cheaper on Hostinger. All right, so it's very simple, easy to do if when you buy a domain with Hostinger, right? So, and it will actually just look a lot more elegant your store, right, as well, the domain. All right, so now that you know how to add your Shopify payments, right, set up shipping, delivery, and domains, which are the most important things when you're first starting out your Shopify store, right? You don't want to make it too complicated. You just want to add your product, make some simple changes, and start selling, right? But there are some apps that you will want to have to download as well. All right, so some of the apps that I recommend you download when you first start your Shopify store, right, are a few. So here are the ones. So first, you'll want to download Inbox, right? So Inbox will just allow you to create almost like a help desk, right, for free, where you can add commonly asked questions and answers, right? So if a customer is asking how much, if you have, if you issue refund policy, right, you have a refund policy, and if the answer is yes, then you could go ahead and set up a refund policy automation where, when they click it, it will send an automated response. Customers will still be able to reach out to you, and you'll be able to have a conversation as well. But, for commonly asked questions, this might be a great idea where, you're not manually having to reply to every customer the same answer when they have the same question. The next app you're going to want to download is called, let me just get here, is called OmniSend. OmniSend. I hope I wrote it right. There we go. Yeah. So OmniSend is a email marketing platform. So when you're first starting out your Shopify store, right, you're going to be generating traffic, right, from either organic or from paid, right? And so you're gonna want to have a way to remind customers to come back to your store, right, and like market to your customers, right? And so I'll have the link for this in the description below, so you guys can just go and install it, right? And what I like about this is that there's forms to capture emails, right? So you'll be able to have already templated forms, and like when they first arrive, maybe 10 seconds later, that pops up and be like, hey, here's 20% off your first order, right? You just need to give me your email, and then I'll send you the code, right? And also there's ways to create automations as well. So there's templated automations as well. So here are all the templated ones. And yeah, they're just really great. So the abandoned cart is a popular one, right? So like you'll send out 3 emails, throughout the day, just to remind customers to come back if they don't complete the checkout. Maybe you want to create product reviews, start collecting testimonials, right? Because we know social proof is very, very important for your Shopify store. And so having product reviews being sent like 1 week after somebody buys is a great idea. I usually get this a lot from Gymshark and like Sport Check. They send me an email like 1 week later just to say, hey, like, how was it? Do you like the product, right? And like tell us if anything went wrong, right? And so that's really great because like they're asking feedback, right? And so yeah, I'll just have the link for this in the description below, so you guys can go check it out. And so that's pretty much it on how to start your Shopify store. And if you guys have any questions, just comment down below.